You go first.
So the question is, a lot of time in so many different families, when somebody dies, the dynamic of the relationship between sister and brothers or mother and kids, it gets worse. Rather than, okay, we lost somebody, let's get together, let's pull for each other, it actually gets worse and then becomes fight or not talking with each other. In my opinion, if we go back, if you remember, they talk about that we never complete with each other. We never say what's there to say. And a lot of time, if it's a parent that they are gone, because of the respect for that parent, the kids, they never say what they want to say to each other. And then when the elderly, the head of the family is gone, we get permission that, okay, remember, and whatever. And then could be money, could be the stuff that is left, could be just plain arguments that when we were child, we had like something, but because the parents are there, we don't want to keep arguing. And we finish that. And we think we finished that, but it comes back. So that's one answer in my field, that we are never complete. You can practice. If you go to your heart, if there is any family member that you have disagreement, pick up the phone and talk to them. If you are living with each other in the same house, ask them permission to sit down and talk. It's never too late. If the people that they are gone, write them a letter. Complete what's there for you that you never communicated with.
I will kind of echo and piggyback off of Nushin's sentiment. Rashin's my sister here. So actually, I had turned 20. It was my first birthday after my dad died. So I was 22 when he passed away, and I was turning 23. And it was my first birthday without my dad, and we went to the Olive Garden. I don't know if you guys will remember this, but I remember it vividly. And my birthday happened to come up first. So I was, of course, arguably and justifiably in a very foul mood, because it's weird. And it was actually Rashin, my younger sister, that said something to me that I will never forget, that gave me instant perspective. She said, and she was frustrated too, Noosh, I don't know how to help you because I'm upset. Mm-hmm. And I realized she's right. She's upset. She's going through the same thing I'm going through. And it's not that we don't want to be there for each other, but we're all struggling right now. And again, we're going to struggle and handle it in different ways. But again, that's where what I really said earlier is very, very imperative for your well-being. It's really understanding what works for you and then communicating that to your siblings or your parents or whoever's left. And really, sadly, you let them know what works for you, and then you can all sit there and say, okay, this is how you want to approach it, this is how I want to approach it. We don't agree. You don't show as much emotion as I do. That's okay. I can't question the love that you had. You just handle it differently. And I as an older sister, I kind of felt, I had a moment where I said, that's a sister foul. I'm the older sister. I should have known better. But it was this frustrated response that I will never forget as I was breaking a breadstick apart, which I will never ever forget. And she was frustrated, and she can't help me. She's struggling too. So I think to understand that we're all scared and we're all going through a distressing life event at the same time is maybe just kind of put that on pause until, I don't even want to say time because we don't know, but until you figure out what works for you. Don't assume your family members know what's best, because everyone is trying to put the pieces of a puzzle together. And I think we all forget that this is a puzzle because everything just feels broken. So to learn to live with the sadness would be it's okay for it to be awful forever. It's different. It's different. We lost somebody that we loved. We have to find a new normal, and maybe we have to use teamwork to figure it out. And if some of us want to do our own individual approach, maybe that's okay too. It's a very unique process. That's my answer. I'm still figuring out that answer, to be honest with you, Imogen. So I can't fully give you the answer because I'm still figuring out the answer to that question myself.
Did that answer your question?
It's hard.